Welcome to class, students. Today, we'll be looking at a very important topic titled pollution. I'm very sure virtually everyone is conversant with pollution, with the word pollution. So today we'll be looking at pollution, different types of pollution, and how it can be mitigated. Pollution occurs when harmful substances or energy enter the environment, negatively impacting living organism and ecological system. So it occurs when harmful substance when enters the environment, and definitely when an harmful substance enter the environment, it will definitely be harmful to us, it will be harmful to the environment, and it will be harmful to the living things in that environment or in the ecological system. These contaminants called pollutants may be naturally occurring or result from human activity. So pollution can arise as a result of anthropogenic activity, that is human activities, or from animals or activities in our environment. Pollution represents the introduction of any substance or energy that degrades environmental quality and harm living things. Pollutants can be foreign elements or naturally occurring materials in harmful concentration. So we're going to be looking at pollution's sources of pollution. Pollution stems from both natural phenomena such as the volcanic eruption and human activities, including industrial manufacturing processes, vehicle emissions, improper waste management, agricultural practices, open burning of garbage, indoor combustion sources, microbial decomposition, wildfires, fossil fuel consumption, transportation system. Let's look at the industrial manufacturing process, where, for example, we have an industry wey dey produce polythene. The chemicals, maybe they do not they discharge those their products, or that they discharge the products in water, which can be dangerous to the fishes in the water. So this is an example of pollution on its own. Or an industry wey dey make use of big machines that produces sound that are very produce sound that are not pleasing to the community or to the residents in the environment. It can be another source of pollution. That's why it is advisable, some all those big industry wey dey make use of machines, is advisable that they stay far away from residential area. We also have vehicle emission, where the exhaust from the vehicle or bus we enter is bring out smoke, which is very dangerous to we humans when we inhale them. We also have improper waste management. Sometimes waste, so our waste, our dustbin, our trash can is being disposed, can be disposed anyhow. Like sometimes people dispose their trash, their waste in the water, where water bodies like river, streams, where fish stay, which can be harmful to them, and can is being discharged in a way, in an inappropriate way, which can result in pollution of the environment. We also have agricultural practices that use of chemicals, fertilizers, which are not properly discharged. It can also result in pollution too. We also have open burning of garbage, which can result in smoke, and if inhaled can also compete with the oxygen in our system, can also affect us too, can be harmful to our system. We also have indoor combustion sources, microbial decomposition, wildfires, we have fossil fuel consumption and transportation system. So these are the sources, different sources of pollution. So we want to have major categories of pollution. We have four primary sources of pollution which affect our environment. We have the air pollution, the water pollution, the land or solid waste pollution, and the noise pollution. So we look at them. Consequences of pollution. Pollution leads to numerous adverse outcomes. We have human and animal health problems. It results in, if that is when it is by accumulated, when it is accumulated, when you keep piling up these harmful substance, or we keep inhaling those exhaust or those combustion, or when you keep hearing, when you are being exposed to industrial noise, it actually result affect the human and animal health. It's just in health problems. We also have ecosystem degradation, is affect our ecosystem, whereby you hear something of climate change, you hear something of greenhouse evolution, volcanic eruption, and things like that. Ecosystem degradation we have when the sun is so high, intense temperature, climate change. These are the source, these are one of the consequences of pollution. We also have biodiversity loss, where we have different animals that go on extinction as a result of this pollution. We have in the water where fish are being exposed to these chemicals. It can result in to death of those animals, or it can result in extinction of those animals. Like the animals will go far away from that environment to a safer place now. It can result in biodiversity loss. Like sometimes you want to go to the wild to catch fish, but you can discover that these fishes are no longer in the place because they've gone far away for their safety. And these fish, when they are being consumed by human, it can result in problems, it can result in health problem. We also have reduced environmental quality, when the environmental is no longer safe for people. When people can coming out from the environment, you can fall sick, you can fall weak, or you can contact one thing or the other. We also have climate change acceleration, as we can see in our environment now, where there will be, like, you can't even predict the weather again. Before you know it, there will be intense high temperature, that everywhere will be so hot, and sometimes everywhere will be so cold, and sometimes it's actually, and this has actually affected the plants and the agricultural activities. So this consequence of pollution actually has a long lasting effect if not mitigated, if not worked on. Health impact of air pollution and reduced strategies. Effect of health po effect on human. Air pollution can cause numerous physical symptoms, including respiratory issue, where you have coughing, wheezing, breathing difficulties. We also have sensory irritation, where your eyes and nose and throat are being irritated by what you inhale or you come in contact with. We also have the neurological symptoms, such as headache, dizziness. We also have general malaise, such as fatigue. So let's quickly go back to this respiratory issues. For example, when you are leaving your house to an environment when there's combustion, or when fire, when they are burning something, it's you can when we inhale it, it results in coughing. When you start coughing or wheezing or breathing difficulty, you'll be finding difficult to breathe as normal. We also have sensory irritation, whereby your eyes, your nose, your throat, sometimes because your body will be itching, like you have rashes, you will not be comfortable due to sensory irritation. We have neurological system. Sometimes you're dizzy based on what you've inhaled. Maybe you pass a place where there is dust or a lot of trash. It result when you inhale, it results in dizziness and headache. We also have fatigue, where situation where you be weak. So 10 effective pollution reduction method. We have public transportation utilization, we also have energy conservation, we have material recovery, there is single use plastic avoidance, combustion source reduction, reduction of combustion, low energy cooling, emission filtering, fireworks limitation. They will also have the efficient vehicle selection and overall energy efficiency. So prevention strategies of pollution: establish vegetative cover like grass, trees, shrubs in bare areas. So just leave the area bare. Establish like afforestation, where you establish or encourage people to grow trees, grow grasses, shrubs in bare areas, which can help. Now trees has a way of producing fresh air, where we have, okay, the photosynthetic system, so it purifies the environment. We also have properly dispose of automotive fluid and household chemicals. We have to use of lawn and garden chemicals sparingly. Practice proper waste disposal. Know where to dispose your trash, your dirt. Know where to dispose them properly. Don't just throw it in the water bodies. Organize community cleanup. I remember they were doing environmental sanitation. So organize environmental community cleanup to ensure environment is clean and safe for everyone, and recycle materials such as plastic, glass and paper. So reducing water pollution, avoid disposing chemicals, medication and oil through drains or toilets. Minimize plastic consumption, practice water conservation, prevent contaminated runoff from entering waterways, limit use of pesticide and herbicide, and properly dispose of pet waste. We also have noise pollution mitigation. How do we reduce noise pollution? Power down or use appliance at home and work, close doors when operating noisy environments, use of hearing protection in loud environments, lower volume setting on devices, avoid areas with excessive noise, comply with established noise legal regulation, create buffer zones around sensitive locations, then increase vegetation as neutral sound barrier. We have soil pollution. The solution is to implement reduce, reuse, recycle practice to minimize landfill waste, restrict chemical application, fertilizer application, improve hazardous waste management system. We also have the light pollution reduction. Turn off light when not in use, install automated lighting controls, encourage community and adherence to responsible lighting practice, and address light trespass issues through proper fixture selection and position. Thank you for listening.